Hello and welcome to First Impressions, where we bring you verbal portraits with local artists. Today we have the distinct pleasure of welcoming Michael Hamilton as our premier guest. I'm your host, Juliet Barrett, and we're going to talk to Michael about his upcoming gallery exhibit he has. Thank you so much for having us, Michael.
Wow, premiere show. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I really was inspired by your artwork, and I wanted to make sure that the community knew about what was coming up. So as a photographer, I was looking, well, you're the photographer, I'm not, but I was looking at your work, and it's clear that you have an amazing eye for the big picture. So I was wondering if you could share with us a little bit about where you draw your inspiration from these amazing landscapes that you create.
I was a videographer shooting primarily adventure documentaries for 10 years and loved the idea of framing a beautiful shot and got frustrated when the motion had to keep going, and so you have to leave that shot and track or edit. And so I've always been a still photographer, but not professionally until just the last 10, 15 years or so, and I just wanted to shoot my own stuff, and that's what kind of made me really decide to go full-time still photography.
Wonderful. So you talk about wanting to capture that moment rather than having to fly through it like you do with videography. So I guess when you're creating these amazing portraits, are these candid, kind of in the moment, you whip out your camera and you click it because you have an eye and it's right there? Or are these more calculated opportunities that you kind of create the atmosphere for the perfect shot? What's your style? I guess that's what I'm asking.
There are some incredible photographers out there that are street photographers, candid stuff. Mm-hmm. I would say my expertise more is in calculated, looking at a scene beforehand, seeing where the camera should go, and then coming back. And so I wait for the magic hours, I wait for the early morning sunrise, and the late afternoon sunset for the best light. And so I would have to say, I'm much more of a calculated photographer than candid.
So you kind of scope out the landscapes and then you wait for that moment. So it's a little bit of both. You know you're looking for a specific moment, but you want to make sure that everything is contributing to making sure that it happens.
Absolutely, yeah. And then a lot of time there's a lot of wait time too. Just waiting for this cloud to leave or this group of people to leave, and you end up with your camera on a tripod, sitting there sometimes for hours, waiting for the right moment.
So how do you find these locations where you put in so much time and so much effort? I guess what inspires you about each of these places, since there is so much effort that goes into it?
My wife and I have been avid world travelers for the last 20 years or so, and we have favorite places we like to go to, but we also, probably more than anything, love to go to new places. And so whenever I go to a new place, one of the criteria is how photogenic is it. Mm-hmm. And I think one of my expertise in photography is shooting archaeological sites, and so we find ourselves so often in incredible landscape area archaeological sites, and so that's one of my true loves.
Amazing. So with the gallery opening coming up this upcoming weekend, how do you hope that your work is going to impact the community, the Cuenca community that's going to be coming and seeing your work and seeing these places that you've discovered? What do you hope is going to translate, is going to happen with that exchange?
I think the folks that'll be coming to the show, probably the vast majority of them, as far as my shots go, will have visited Machu Picchu or, of course, Parque Calderón. And hopefully what I bring to them is the fact that it's an angle that they haven't seen before. Machu Picchu, I think there's 5, 6 images in the show, and other than maybe the panoramics of the Machu Picchu, there's some shots there that I think people may not have seen when they were there. So I hope what I bring is a unique view.
Wonderful. Awesome, because you're going to these archaeological areas and you're essentially digging up your own perspective and then sharing that with the rest of the world through your work.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, to buy your own original Michael Hamilton, you can attend his gallery exhibit. What's the title of your exhibit?
It's, I believe it's just called New Work by Michael Hamilton. The show before last year was Ancient Stone.
Okay.
And this one's just going to be New Work.
New Work by Michael Hamilton, February 5th through February 8th. For more information, look at the link in the description for this video, and we hope to see you there. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thanks for having me. I really
Not a
appreciate it.
problem.